Good morning, guys. Long time no see. Every time that I vlog, I feel like I'm like, yeah, like we're gonna get back to it. I'm gonna be so consistent again. And then life happens and I can't be consistent again. And now it's been like a month maybe since I've like properly vlogged, and I have no idea when life will be normal again, if normal even exists. But I've honestly been just really busy with a lot of work, and taking the time to film my day takes a lot of work, and a lot of the days I just want to like get up and get going and not have to think about like, let me set up my camera and let me talk through this. So I've kind of just been like head down working. But some of the things that I've been working on this past weekend was May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day. So I made a custom Anakin look that I was gonna film, but it was so last minute that I just like didn't. But it's on my Instagram and TikTok, so if you follow me there, you would have seen it already. So I did that, and then I also made myself a custom like pad-made top. I didn't make like a full outfit, just the top, and then I had like pants that worked and whatever. So that was fun. What else? I've also just had a lot going on with like my other jobs and things that I've had to kind of prioritize, and with myself and my health that I've had to kind of prioritize. So it's been a whole process, but I'm hoping to like somewhat get back into vlogging. The next few weeks are going to be really busy for me. I have a lot of work to finish up before I head out of town. I'm gonna do a little speed cleaning here while I chat about this so that I'm not just like sitting here talking. But before we get on with the video, this video is sponsored by Karma Wallet. If you care about sustainability as much as I do, you'll love Karma Wallet as much as I do. They're a financial platform that gives consumers practical tools to actual sustainable spending. Karma Wallet evaluates over 18,000 companies and checks their social and environmental impacts so that consumers can get a personalized insight on their carbon footprint, shopping habits, cashback, all of that. Karma Wallet is a reloadable debit card, and it does cost $40, but obviously you can think of it as a contribution to a better future and to help the company build a more ethical financial system. But generally they estimate that the average person will get around $300 cash back per year if they make just about 1 to 3 purchases with their Karma Wallet card. And of course it's made from 85% recycled ocean plastic. So basically when you use the card and you're spending it at different places, you can see the environmental and social impacts of your purchase. So to give an example, you go out and you buy gas for your car. Then Karma Wallet automatically donates to reforestation projects through 1 tree planted. Or a different example, you dine out, you eat at a different restaurant, Karma Wallet automatically donates a meal to Feeding America. And the best part is there's no hidden fees, there's no overdraft fees, there's no transfer fees, and there's no minimum balance fees. So if any of this interests you, I will have a link down below for you guys to check it out. I think it's such a great way to give back. You're naturally spending money anyway. Why not use your Karma Wallet card and then get some cash back, be able to see the social and environmental impacts of your purchase? It kind of just feels like a win-win for all of us, you know? So again, I'll have a link for you guys down below to check it out. And that being said, let's get back into the video. So at the end of the month, I'm heading to Spain, and I will be doing the Camino de Santiago, if anybody knows what that is. It is a pilgrimage that starts in France and ends in Spain. I will not be doing the full thing because it takes about like a month and a half to do the full pilgrimage, because you're just walking from town to town till you get literally from France to Spain. I will only be doing like the last week of it. My mom has been doing the entire thing, so she's already been out there for like 3-ish weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that. So I'm gonna meet up with her and finish it with her, which I'm really excited about. It's been a lifelong dream of hers to do it. I wouldn't say lifelong because I don't think I knew since the beginning of time that I wanted to do it, but I've wanted to do it for a really long time as well. And one of my goals was to do it before I turned 25, and I turned 25 this year, so it was perfect timing that my mom was able to find the time for her to do it for a full month, and then I can just join her and finish it with her. And I think it's gonna be really cool, really special journey, and something I'm really excited about. And obviously, since I'm already gonna be in Europe, and you guys know one of my best friends, Noemi, lives in Europe. She lives in London. I called her up and I was like, hey, any chance we could like find a way to meet up after I finish this? Because if I'm already like on your side of the world, like I'd love to be able to see you and hang out, even if it's just for like a week or, you know, a few days or whatever. And so we decided on meeting up in Paris, and I'm so excited. We've been to Paris together already for Fashion Week, and I've been to Paris probably like 9 times already, so I've done all the touristy things, which is nice because this time when we go, it's not like we have to go and like see all the sights and do all the things. Like I just want to like hang out with my best friend and like go to coffee shops and sit and like do work or like read a book or just like literally exist with each other other, but in Paris. So I'm really excited for that. That's kind of what's going on. I'll be out of town for basically 3 weeks straight, which is a long time. So there's a lot of work that I need to get done before I'm able to go, and a lot of work that I just want to prep so that I don't do as much, because one of the main things of this pilgrimage is obviously just like disconnecting from kind of the real world and kind of going on this spiritual journey. Obviously to each their own if you're religious or not, but I think at the end of the day most people do take the pilgrimage to at least like sit with themselves and their own thoughts and kind of work through things that maybe they usually don't have the time of day to like sit and process. And I think there's a lot in my life that I would like to just be able to sit and process and like heal. So I would like to have as much of my work done so that I don't have to like log in at the end of the day and do much. Obviously with some of my part-time jobs I can't not log in and do them, but I'm gonna try to like prep as much as I can. So it's gonna be a busy couple of weeks before I'm able to go, but I think that whenever I have a trip like this and something that I'm like kind of working towards, I get in like this full work mode, and I think it's gonna be great. So all of that being said, we are going to be sewing today. So today we're going to continue this gown that I'm making for my mom. If you haven't watched some of the recent vlogs, she's going to one of her friend's daughter's weddings and she needed a gown for it, so I'm making it. And my parents came like a few weeks ago, a month ago, I don't know how long it's been at this point. And so I have the bodice like made and tried on to my mom, and have some slight adjustments I need to make that I just haven't yet. So everything's pinned. Basically it fit pretty well. The only thing is we're gonna take it in at the top of like the bust darts because my mom has a larger chest. So for it to like sit flat, it just needs to be like a heavier curve than what I had originally made. So basically taking it in about an inch at the top here and then curving it out more so that it lays flat on her. And then what else? I marked out where I want this little cutout to be. I'll put the reference picture here of what we're kind of going for. But yeah, I marked where she wants the cutout, and everything else fit really well. So once we get this fitted, I can quickly just make the skirt, which again is kind of just like a circle skirt, and then we can do all of the pleating with the chiffon as well. So nothing too crazy, but I do hate seam ripping and having to like redo things, so that's also kind of why I've like put it off. But that's what we're gonna do today, because I just need to like get that fixed, because everything else is gonna be easier after that. Okay, lunch break. It's a little bit earlier than I usually have my lunch. If you know me, I'm like so routine with that in a weird way, but I'm so hungry and I feel like I can't function if I don't eat right now. So, and then I actually have an order I need to take to the post office that's been a little bit overdue. Not overdue in that like it's like late, but like I should have sent it like a couple days ago and I haven't yet. So I'm thinking we're gonna do that after I eat and then just like come back and keep working for the rest of the day. Maybe go on a little walk because it's been nice out, and I think just for my mental sanity, like I need to get out a bit. So I think we're gonna do that, but I'm gonna eat real quick and then we'll get to it. Today we are packaging up this little custom order, which is a reception dress for a wedding, which I'm really excited about. It's really beautiful, really just like clean, simple, kind of to the point dress. But yeah, I'm sending this out today, so we are packaging her up. I feel like my custom orders have been slower than usual, obviously this year comparatively to last year, but at the same time I feel like it's been kind of good for me to take more time with them, and I feel like I've been able to like have like cleaner finishes and add more to it and just be a little bit more like careful with my process. Not that I haven't been for every other order I've done, but I do feel like sometimes I would rush things and like I could have done it cleaner, I could have done it a little bit better. And so I feel really good about being able to kind of do that this time around. But at the same time, I'm so like out of the groove with it that it's been really hard for me to like film things and find the energy to do it all. And that part isn't really great, but we are trying, which I guess is all that matters. I've just been in such a weird state with like my entire like career and job, and like going through like a slight existential crisis of like I don't really know what I'm doing or how I want to do things. Like I don't know what I want to be doing anymore. I love doing this, but if I do too much of it, it gets really overwhelming. But if I don't do enough of it, I feel like a failure. financially it's not the most profitable career, which is fine. I'm not like, I don't do everything for money, but also I live in a very, very, very expensive city. So to some extent, I do have to be prioritizing finances a lot with my work. And I think that's been really difficult because when I lived in Indiana, I basically was living off of just my brand, and I could because cost of living is so much lower. And I knew coming to LA, it would obviously jump a lot. And I think it's like tripled honestly from what it was, and like that's why I've kind of picked up other jobs and things. But I guess I didn't think about how like mentally tolling that would be on my work and my productivity and like my passion for things. And so it's been really hard to kind of like balance my life lately. I don't know, not to like make things all like dramatic and stuff, but I've just been in such a weird state with like everything work-wise, and I don't know what to do with it. Even like YouTube, I clearly haven't been as like on it as I used to be, and partially it's like, well, things aren't doing as well as they used to for me, and so I get less money out of it. So it's like, okay, well, if I'm not even making enough to like slightly live off of it, but I'm dedicating all this time to it, like, is it worth it? And like, I never started YouTube for money. I started it because I enjoy it. I like making videos. I like vlogging. I like looking back at things that I've done. And so now I'm in this fine line of like, okay, well, I enjoy it. It's like a hobby, like fun thing for me, but also it is kind of like a moneymaker for me. And if I'm putting all this time into it, like I'd like to get something out of it, especially because I can't just like freely be giving my time away for free. So I've just been in such a weird state with like everything I'm doing in my life, and like, I don't know what to do with myself. So that's where I've been lately. Anyway, I got this packaged up. Here she is. I need to print out the label, and then I think we're gonna go drop it off and go on a little walk, hopefully, because I'm just like not in a great mental state today, and I think that I just need to get out a little bit before I get back to work. I'm also just in like a weird in between of like, I have so much work to do, I need to do it, but I'm like mentally not really well, and if I don't take care of my mind, I can't work. But if I'm like out on a walk, then I feel guilty that I'm not working, and I've just been in such a weird mindset. So I'm trying to find a good balance there of like taking care of myself but also getting my things done, because there's a lot to do within the next 2 weeks. So I dropped off my package, I got boba, and we're talking with Noemi. Say hi to the vlog.
Hi vlog.
Okay, that's all. Bye vlog. Okay, so I talked to Noemi for a lot longer than I expected to. I ended up going on like a full-on walk while I was talking to her. I think we talked for like 2 hours, but I needed that today. So that was really good. I'm honestly just having a really, really hard time being productive today. So I don't know what to do with myself. I like should finish the bodice that I was doing this morning. I think that would probably be good for me. Just don't know if I have it in me. Like, I don't have the brain power right now. So I'm like trying to figure out if it's worth pushing myself to do it, or if I like let myself chill until I feel that my brain is 100% there. 'Cause sometimes if like I'm not in the right brain space and I start doing something, then I just keep messing up, and then it makes it worse and I take longer. So I think I'm gonna give myself a little bit of time. I might do some like light editing or something in between, but yeah, I don't think I can do work right now. Good morning, guys. It is actually 2 days later. I have not had a great couple of days, and I just needed a mental health break, and so I took it, and we are back, and I have so much work to finish because I just didn't for the last couple of days. So today hopefully is going to be a very productive day because I need it to be. I'm actually going to start with an order I have of the Oreo dress, which I can't remember if I mentioned already in this vlog or not, but that collection from New York Fashion Week 2022 is up on Shop Zero's marketplace, and they've recently kind of been marketing it a lot more, and I got an order through their website, so I need to make that because that order came in a bit ago and I just haven't given it the time of day. So I really am pressed for time on that one. That's priority number one. Priority number two is I also told my friend Natalie, who has a brand called Ojalá, that I would help add a bit of length to one of her dresses for one of her clients, which again has been sitting here for a bit and I really should get to it. So basically today, I think instead of trying to tackle like bigger orders, I just need to get like the smaller little tasks done so I at least feel like I've gotten something out of the way. So that is what we're gonna do today, starting with the Oreo dress. Okay, it's about 11 a.m. and I just finished the full dress. I feel like it's one of those that's like hard to show if you aren't like wearing it, but here it is, a little like halter backless moment. I'm honestly having like a really hard time still concentrating today, but we are pushing through. The one good thing is that the Eras Tour is back. She is in Paris night 1, and because of the time difference, I'm literally watching it on live stream right now. She just got on stage like 10 minutes ago. So I'm gonna have this as my motivation all day today. Well, not all day, for the next like 3-ish hours. But this is done, so that's good. I think I'm gonna do some computer work in the meantime before I have my little lunch break. And then we can do the other dress later this afternoon and maybe even package this one up to send today. But I do have some editing and things for my other part-time jobs that I need to get done as well, so. Okay, first of all, I've gotten my work done. It's about noon, so I'm about to figure out what I'm gonna have for lunch. But I am watching the Eras Tour live stream right now, and my friends are also watching it at work right now. And we're like live texting about it, but she keeps cutting songs from the set, so I really do think she's gonna have a Tortured Poets department set now on the Eras Tour, which makes me want to go even more again. And I happen to be going to Madrid, or I'm gonna be in Madrid when she's there, so I am like actively looking for tickets. It's still pretty expensive, but I'm trying to figure out if I can figure it out and I can go with my mom because I need to see it. So that's where we're at right now, but let's figure out what we're gonna eat for lunch. I think I have leftover pizza from yesterday. I might just like reheat that and call it a day. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I got insanely distracted with the Eras Tour live stream because she completely changed like the entire set and then added Tortured Poets into it, and I was locked in. I was watching it. So it is now like almost 2 p.m. I packaged up the little dress we made, and I think I'm gonna go take it to the post office. I also have to check my PO box to see if I have anything in there, so I figured I might as well go. And then when we come back, I think we should start on the other dress and get that out of the way today as well. I'm like not really in the mood for it, but I think I just like need to either push myself to do that or like really edit like a good video today or something. But I cannot let myself like end my productivity here. Like I need to keep it going somehow. We'll see which it is, but let's go to the post office. Okay, after getting distracted yet again, I'm finally gonna move on to this dress. So this is the dress. It is so cute. It is a mini, but it's a convertible, so it has a zipper, and you can like add this other layer to make it a midi. And so it has like a couple extra ruffles. So basically the customer wants length on the shorter one because she's a lot taller than like the sample size this was made for. So we're gonna add a couple of inches to this. I have the extra fabric here. I'm trying to think of like logistically what my best case scenario is. The good thing is that it actually has a slit right here. I think I'm literally just going to like attach down here and like go all the way around. I think we're doing 2 inches. I'm gonna seam rip the like hem of it and open that up. So that can be like my seam allowance basically. But I'm obsessed with this dress and I want one so bad. My friend Natalie, who's the owner of this brand and the designer of the dress, she really thought about every little thing you could possibly think of with this dress. She made it for travel purposes. She wanted something convertible that like if you take on a trip you can wear it multiple ways and style it multiple ways, and the fabric itself is not only sustainable but also waterproof, and it's like odor resistant and just like really good for travel purposes. And the dress itself is so form-fitting and so beautiful and like comfortable. It has like built-in shorts. You can also buy the bolero jacket that comes with it, which I think is really cute. So overall really obsessed with it, and obviously happy to help a friend with a little custom project as well. So I'm gonna seam rip this. We'll add the 2 inches on there, and then I'll send her a picture and see if she wants to add the 2 inches to any other layers, because I think initially we said we were, but I'm wondering if it's gonna look weird or not. So we'll just see when we get there, you know? Okay, we are officially done with the dress. I added a layer here and here, as you can see. So cute. I'm obsessed with this. I just texted it to Natalie. So that is also something we can cross off the checklist for today. And now it is almost 6 p.m. so I feel good that I have fulfilled a proper work day today comparatively to the last few days. And I think I might end the vlog here. I feel like it's long enough. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out Karma Wallet. I'll link it down below if you haven't checked it out already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!